What is up, guys, and welcome back to the new update of Monoposto 2022. A few weeks ago, Marco released the initial 2022 update, but just this weekend he has added an extra update for us all, and we are going to be playing it today. So if you're excited, be sure to like, share and subscribe, and let's just get straight into the video. So clearly Marco has listened to us. This is exactly what we wanted to see. 4 new tracks and the updated championship calendar, new audio for TV mode and for the AI in racing mode, a faster AI because before they were very slow, a choice of the car to follow in TV mode by clicking on the driver's name, that's exactly what I suggested, bug fixes and a greater difference in maximum speed between cars of different categories. So here is of course the updated calendar, fresh for the new 2022 season. We of course have new tracks at Saudi Arabia, Imola, Miami and Zandvoort, and we're going to be giving a quick review of all of them today. And obviously the Russian Grand Prix has been removed in light of recent events. So here we are in the pit lane at Jeddah. We are now at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. First impressions of this track was that, for me personally, it just seemed a lot like Australia and China have just sort of been thrown together to get the Jeddah circuit. But to be honest, the actual circuit itself is pretty nice. It's got lots of overtaking opportunities with a mixture of high-speed corners and fast-flowing corners and a couple of heavier braking zones. The only thing I don't like about this circuit is there is absolutely no night racing, which is really disappointing. And the fact that it does not at all look like it's in the middle of Jeddah city centre, which is kind of, I wish it doesn't have to be identical, but if they ever change this track or update it, make it permanently a night race, but also add lots of buildings around the circuit, just so you've got a feel of being in a city rather than in the middle of nowhere, because it doesn't even feel like Saudi Arabia because there's no desert. But this is a circuit, this last section I feel like the air will be very good through here. But yeah, this is something that is quite alright, to be honest. It's not a bad little circuit. Lap time about 1 minute. By the way, in case you're wondering why qualifying is so close on the left hand side, is because I made every single car power to 10, because of course in my Monoposto driver career mode we had a regulation change, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but don't worry, the Mexican Grand Prix is incoming soon, as we are now underway for a very quick race here around the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Listen to those new engine sounds. That is amazing that these have been added for the new update. It really just gives me V12 vibes, pretty much 2012, 2013. It's absolutely amazing to get something like that for realism. I absolutely love that. And also you can select the specific drivers on board you get now by just tapping on their name or time on the left hand side. Overall, I'm giving Saudi Arabia a 7 out of 10. The circuit itself is decent, but I just like a night race and also more buildings added in scenery to make it more reminiscent of the Jeddah street circuit in real life. And now we are moving on to Miami, or Florida as it's known as in this game for licensing purposes, and we're just cruising down the pit lane here, and we're going to go for a quick onboard lap. This outlap will be my very first lap of the whole circuit, so we're going to speed it up a little bit just because I'm going to speak to you guys as well. We've just got a very nice opening section just there. That really feels like that could be something of the real life Miami circuit, but this thing here, this big hairpin with the big stadium section, that really does feel nice. In terms of the rest of the circuit though, it feels a lot like sort of Azerbaijan and Australia and sort of China merged into one again. But aside from that, the circuit has quite a nice flow. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Again, the only thing is just the surrounding scenery to make it look like you're travelling around some sort of sports park or Olympic park. But now let's move on. That was a very nice circuit, and we are now at Imola, of course in the Ferrari. First thing you notice is of course the enormous pit buildings on the left. Makes you feel like we've just arrived at the Chinese Grand Prix. If I had to say, this is the least favourite circuit in my opinion that Marco's added to the game. Another thing interestingly to note is that the racetrack surface is in a different colour to that of all the others, and you'll see what I mean in a minute by saying that the pit straight is the longest straight in the entire game. That's another thing that I like about this circuit, is that sudden elevation change going up that left-hander. But again, unfortunately, the reminiscence to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, I feel really harsh in saying this, but it just feels like there's You see, look at the length of this pit straight. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to really say that Marco's been lazy. It's just, the circuits just feel like an awful lot of them is just straight track. But just moving on to the start of a race, I just thought I might as well include this crash and incident in some of the footage, because why not? But yeah, it just feels like this circuit just lacks a lot of detail. It just feels a lot straight, like the Azerbaijan Grand Prix does. But now we're going to move on to Zandvoort, and you will very quickly see why this is my favourite circuit that has been added into the game out of the 4. Just for reference, I gave Imola a 6 out of 10, Florida an 8.5 out of 10, and Saudi Arabia a 7 out of 10. The Netherlands gets a 9 out of 10, mainly because of this. Look at the elevation change at the bottom of the pit straight. That is incredible. It's just like at Portimao in real life, and that really made me excited to drive the rest of this circuit. As you can see, we come back up a few right-handers, back over the bridge. This is a brilliant circuit that has been made. I'm a huge fan of it. It's just, Marco got it spot on. There's going to be lots of places to overtake here. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Anyway, just to sum up, because we're nearing the end of the video now, I absolutely love everything that Marco's put into the update and worked into this game this year, and he deserves a knighthood. But if I'm being incredibly picky, just for a patch, I would love to see Jeddah made a night race, and if possible, just put like quite a few buildings around. Just put like lots of buildings around the Jeddah circuit and make it a night race, basically. And if he has plans to make a circuit in the future, whichever circuit ends up replacing the Russian Grand Prix, whether it's Turkey, Portugal, South Africa, I don't know, whatever it is, just make it lots of elevation change, like Portimao in real life, like the start of the Dutch Grand Prix, because it's just absolutely magnificent. Overall 2022 update rating, 9 out of 10. I absolutely love it, and this is just making me really enjoy the game at the moment. And we can leave today's video with some lovely Red Bull Honda sound effects. Absolutely brilliant is that. I love that. That's so good that they incorporated that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord. Both links are on the description below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.